Welcome, everybody. Anthony here with the Bulbaritos, bringing you a brand new live stream. And today we are going to be talking about top 8 in the Osiris League Horus Realm Season 3 in Rise of Kingdoms. So, hope y'all are ready, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle up. It's going to be a fun ride today. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of y'all who are new to the channel, my wife and I are variety streamers streaming mobile games such as Rise of Kingdoms all the way to first-person shooters such as Call of Duty and everything in between. And if y'all like that kind of content, guys, make sure that you sub to the channel. We have a growing community. We already surpassed 1,100 subs. We're continuing the grind. And guys, we're just pushing. So, you know, I appreciate all the love and support that y'all been sharing and showing to us. And yeah, guys, you know, continue. We love to see it. And make sure, if y'all haven't already, drop a like on this video. It lets us know that y'all enjoy our content and y'all are having a good old time with us. And if you do, you know, enjoy the community, then definitely consider hopping on our Discord if you haven't already. I will post the link here in 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm going to post it. There it is. It's going to be a link in the live chat. It's also in the description below. You can all the links for all of our stuff are in the description below as well. And yeah, guys, you know, I hope y'all are ready. Hope y'all are as excited as we are. Just came off an absolutely insane weekend, guys. Insane. We did our 24-hour stream. We started at 0 UTC or 7 p.m. CST on Friday. Grinded all the way through Saturday, Halloween. The missus ended up going and watching, I believe it was The Exorcist, and then presumed to crash. I crashed, I know that for sure. Then we woke up Sunday and casted 3 matches, and man, it was insane. But we had a blast. And if y'all notice something a little different today, I'm going to show y'all real quick. So the new hoodie just came in. Y'all see the difference in the text? So the text is different. We upgraded it so it belongs to our thing. You also see the Fear the Burrito in the back. But the reason I'm sweating is because I wanted to wear it for y'all. That way y'all could see it. Hoodies, pockets, all that kind of stuff. But the reason I'm sweating, hold on. Oh, so it's warm. Let me take these off. Whew. For those of y'all who want like a long sleeve, here's the long sleeve. It's like a navy, like a lightish royal blue. Same thing on the back. Fear the Burrito. So we're waiting on t-shirts, mugs, and the stickers. And then if we approve everything, then everything will end up getting launched. So this is going to be our first merch drop. Then we're going to be working on the next one for the future. The long sleeve is a little bit more fitted, so you can see it kind of fits to your form. It's not very loose, which I kind of like. But yeah. All right, let me catch up in chat real quick. Rennie, hey Bulbas. Hi, Miss Rennie. Teddy, what's up? Juan, how's it going, buddy? Oh, that Bulba gear though. Fire! Yeah, we're excited. We're excited. The cups will be coming. Everything's going to be coming. Yeah, I think it makes a big difference with the text. Because remember, the other text was just very plain. And this one kind of ties in with the Bulba, which is what the missus was saying. Hey, girl. Hey. She's talking to you, Rennie. Boo. She don't even come say hi to me. All right, folks. Let's switch over to the intermission screen real quick. We're going to fire up some music. And then we're going to get this party started, all right? Here we go. All right, sorry about that. We got to put on some Latin fire. And I'm a very hot person, so long sleeves, I already have to start rolling them up. But you can see, look how tight it is. It's just because I'm an absolute unit. That's all it is. That's why. I'm thick. Thick. Yo, what's going on, Gambit? How's it going? Missed my fellow gamer girl. Much love coming out here. Ladies and gentlemen, are y'all excited? Ooh, top 8, baby. Making me all twitchy. All twitchy and shit out here. Miss your face. Alright, I'm just collecting some small things. Nothing to freak out about. Most of the stuff I think we've already collected. So, man, guys, those matches this weekend. Whoo. Major pucker. Major pucker a little bit. It was insane. Insane. Make sure y'all say hi in the chat. We'd love to thank y'all for hopping on the stream, ladies and gents. I'm going to flip over to the screen here in just a minute. That way we can start looking at matches, doing all that. I just want to make sure that all this stuff is taken care of already. Let's see, I should have all the ones done for today. Oh, I keep forgetting resets at 6 now. Boo-hoo. I think I already got them though. I got all the things. All right. I gotta remember resets at 6 now because of the time change. Ceroli Assault, that reset. Arc. We're gonna figure out if we're gonna be doing Arc this week, guys. The schedule got all changed up because of us migrating to 399. So I'm gonna see a lot of their arcs are on Sundays. And because of our stuff right now, it's going to be really hard for me to be able to play an arc, which kind of sucks because I do need those 10 sculptures. But we'll see if we can figure something out. I'm always down. All right, peeps. Let's switch this over. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. So let's start. I'm going to collect a couple of these real quick. I don't think we have any reports. I'm going to check the chat real quick because I haven't actually checked the stuff on my account. We may have some other things going on, but I'm going to see. I'm going to see real quick, though. Davids, I got school in 6 hours and wound up here. I should be sleeping. Hey, Bulba. You doing both realms? Joel, I am not, bud. I am not. I am not. I don't know. I would have loved to, but I don't know any of the teams in the Anubis realm. I know that one team lost by 5 points. I did see that. It's a rip in chat on that one. I don't know any of the teams. Dropped a like. And bye now. All right, Davids. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it. Trust me, I would love to have done both realms, but I had to pick, and especially because they're on the same day. You know, going with the other realm, I could have done that, but it would have been really risky, especially with the channel like mine that I was trying to grow. There's potential there. There was a lot of potential. Problem is, I don't know if people would tune in to go see 86 WB versus, you know what I mean? Like that's the only reason. I know people will come for HKL, JWM. Now that my channel is a little bit more established, now I would be definitely down for next season for sure and stuff like that. It just sucks that they put them all on. Blaze, what's going on, buddy? What's going on? All right, let's hop in some Osiris League. Let me see. All right, schedule. All right. We're gonna do. One second. Let me see if we can do this. Okay, we can. YouTube needs to add a poll feature under their live streams. That would be awesome. All right, quarterfinals. Let's start talking about it, ladies and gents. Quarterfinal match number 1. Now keep in mind, guys, because there are only 4 matches and we're going to slowly start progressing down, we are going to take more time on each match to kind of go through keys to victory, what to expect, what we expect, potential outcomes. We're going to kind of break stuff down because I think that's what everyone enjoys hearing about and talking about and going back and forth. So if you have an opinion, guys, definitely voice it out in chat. I would love to hear it. And yeah, you know, I don't know all, you know, I'm just stating my opinion. And yeah, if y'all want to, I'd love back and forth. So We're going to start off with 1008 versus SFS. We'll talk about the matches from last weekend, this past weekend. 1008 went up against 1341, and it was an absolute barn burner. I believe, from what I remember, scorecard wise, I believe 1341 owned the structure game. Provisions went on the side of 1008, and the arcs, I believe, were split 1-1. It came down to the wire. Our boy JD out here scoring the final provisions to get his team up by 180 points with 2 seconds left to spare. We caught it all on stream. It was nuts. I think we might have been the only creator that caught it on stream, which is pretty cool. Caught the last provision march coming in, 2 seconds left. You see a ding, 200 plus. It was insane. If y'all missed it, go check out the VOD. And yeah, guys, it was absolutely bananas. So 1008 snuck that match in by less than 200. It's about 180 points to advance it to the quarterfinals. Then we had SFS taking on LIIG. This one got pretty rough pretty quick. You know, it was one of those, it was fairly decently close the first 10 minutes. And then SFS just came out of the woodwork and just dominated the middle. And I mean, it wasn't even close. They dominated the middle. Props to SFS, advancing, moving forward. After about 30 minutes, I kind of knew where it was going to be swinging to. And so we ended up moving on to go watch another match, which is actually the one we're going to talk about here in a couple matches. All right, so we have 1008 versus SFS in the first quarterfinal. Let's talk about the match, all right? Preview. What do we expect from it? What I expect from it is... Oh, sorry. Something was flying around. What I expect from it is I expect 1008 to utilize their Zenobias to the absolute maximum like they did with 1341. And I honestly feel like that's going to be the advantage. SFS, from what I believe, I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it. I'm not sure if SFS went up against OV in the regards of if OV had Zenobia. I'm not sure if OV used Zenobia in their matchup against SFS. So if you're from SFS or OV, if you can confirm if y'all use Zenobia in that match, that would be very, very helpful, because that would be very interesting to me. If they dominated OV like that and they used Zenobia, that's an even bigger perk. So I do expect 1008 to utilize their Zenobias to allow them to flood the middle. 1008 can match SFS in the middle. I think Zenobia is going to give them a hard time. I suspect that the keys to victory, guys, 1008, basically just keep doing what you're doing, guys. They needed a little bit of cleanup on their structure game last week when they were up against 1341. A couple of missed opportunities for them to save their troops and send them to the middle instead of killing them off. Little micro things like that. I know JD voiced his thing about provisions, how they kept attacking him while he was on the field consistently throughout the match. That's going to be a big deal as well. So for 1008, first key to victory, utilize your Zenobia in a way that allows you to expand your strategy, as well as be able to invest into the middle, because you are going to need it against SFS, because they do invest very heavily in the middle. The main difference that I see in their middle strat, though, is that 1008 has multiple mid-game strats. From SFS, the little that we saw, they just flood from the bottom and then push up. At some point, you're going to have to diversify your strat, and you're going to have to come from multiple angles. You're going to have to do different stuff. So I think that's where 1008 has the advantage. On the SFS side, keys to victory. You need to be ready to garrison. You have to have proper garrisons. you know, it's one of those. I hope you have Artemisia, because if you do, I would be using her. Artemisia, Constantine, Artemisia, somebody with Artemisia. She's not as tanky as Zenobia, but she does a really good job. So hopefully they can utilize that, and then stay consistent with their mid game. You can't be diverted away from the mid, because 1008 will punish you in the mid. So you have to come early, come often. We always say it, and come out the gates hot. They came out the gates really hot against LIIG. That I was not expecting, and they pushed really far forward, similar to a BBTH strat. So that was awesome to see. So come out fast, come out, you know, you just got to constant pressure on 1008. And then if it wasn't an indicator last match, I hope your provision game is tight. It's tight, because JD ain't playing around. JD ain't playing around, you know what I'm saying? He's gonna provision. So I hope your provisioners are on point. And yeah, good evening. What's going on, Prima? Welcome, welcome. So those are going to be our keys to victory. Who do I have winning? Who do I have winning? I didn't even have them making it into it, guys. I'm picking my boy JD again. I think he's just going to surprise us, guys. SFS, I think, are going to put up a hell of a fight. But I think the Zenobia plus the provisions, plus, I think everything's going to start stacking up too much against SFS. The one thing that SFS could do, and if they do it, it will make it a whole lot harder, is if they are able to take first occupation on one of the big boy structures in the very beginning, that gives them a leg up. So if they're able to do something like that, I think they may have a chance. So keep that in mind, SFS. But if I had to choose one, I'm gonna go with my boy JD and 1008. I know y'all keep I got a comment about it. 1008. All right, so that's gonna be our tail of the tape on that match. Blaze will be a good match. They both dominate mid when they feel they need to. Exactly, Blaze. I think it's gonna be a really good match, but I'm not an on the fence kind of guy, so I gotta pick one, and I'm gonna pick one. So I'm going with my boy JD. All right, for our second quarter final on the left side of the bracket, we have JWM versus Snow. The JWM match was JWM's kind of mysterious this season. It appears that they start really slow in a lot of their matches, and then they just ramp it up when you're halfway through, and then somehow, like 30 minutes into the match, they're up by 600 points, and then at the end of the match, they're up by 17,000. You know, it's kind of that. It's almost weird. Like if they would start as hot as they finish, these games would be like 40,000 plus. Like I could see them being absurd. So it is interesting to me. I have a feeling it has to do with them holding back, and not kind of unleashing the hounds. I suspect this week they're gonna go all out. I don't think they're gonna take Snow for granted. I would be very surprised if JWM doesn't go all out, because as Snow proved last week, they can take out a big boy. So if JWM doesn't come correct, we might see another surprise. I'm not saying we will. I'm just saying we could. So, but to kind of rehash those previous matches, JWM versus 411S. I want to say from our comments where people were leaving about halfway through the match, it was fairly tied. And then we wound up looking after the match, and they by what, 17,000 points. So something came on, which is good. So JWM moves on, beating 411S. Sorry, guys. Let's see. So BBTH, the next one was BBTH versus Snow. This one I was very surprised by, guys. I did not pick this one. This was the match that we ended up moving away when we left SFS versus LIIG. We came to watch BBTH versus Snow. there were some subtle mistakes, very like micro mistakes, that ended up deciding this one. And it wasn't anything bad. It was kind of just in the heat of the moment. Little things just went awry. And, you know, it's just one of those things, guys. One arc here, one arc there, provisions here, little things like that. And Snow ended up pulling it out again. Provision monsters again. And guys, they move on. They knock out, I would say, one of the favorites, guys. I can tell you, based on our brackets that we submitted, that we had about half of our brackets saying BBTH were going to win. But Snow takes the victory, 41K to 30, we'll say 39K to move on. So then we have, in our top 8, we have Snow versus JWM. JWM, guys, trust me, I would love to go for the underdog on this match. I don't think it's going to be close, guys. It's nothing against Snow. I just feel like JWM is going to unleash the hounds. They want to guarantee top 4. Because for those of y'all who don't know, even if they don't win the whole thing, getting top 4 guarantees you additional rewards in the future. Additional competitions, the invitational, you know, all that kind of stuff. It locks you in for a lot of additional rewards that you won't get if you're in top 8. So I have a feeling in my gut that JWM is going to go ham. This week. I feel like you're going to see Heralds everywhere. You're going to see Alex Herald everywhere. You're going to see Chandra Attilas everywhere. You're going to see Zenobias in every structure. I think it's just going to be one of those all-out kind of matches. And I think it's going to be decided by over 10,000 points. I don't think it's going to be as close as people think. And I have a feeling JWM already know the meta on how to beat Zenobia. So we're going to see. And I have a feeling it has to do with some Herald and Chandra combo, like the multiple marches hitting at the same time. Something like that. So we'll keep an eye on that one. But I feel like they're going to unleash the hounds this match. And it's going to get blown out of the water pretty early. So keys to victory, guys. Keys to victory. For JWM, don't hold back. I promise you, if you hold back at the start of the match, Snow's gonna punish it. I know Snow's very, very good in the middle. I suspect JWM's gonna send a ton of Heralds, ton of Williams in the middle, and I don't know if Snow's ready for that. We'll see. We're gonna find out. You got to play the match. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think JWM, you just need to assert your dominance early. Don't wait halfway through the match. Assert your dominance early. Utilize your commander advantage, because you will have a commander advantage, guys. Utilize it. Lock in your top 4. Utilize your commanders. Utilize your troops. And if y'all have an opportunity to port forward, you better be ready to port forward. I know a lot of people keep telling me it's not the right play. Go and ask Mad Phantom if it was the wrong play against HKL. Go ask HKL if it was any fun getting 5 marched by Mad Phantom. You know what I mean? It's not fun. The troops go down real quick, especially when you have somebody who like Death Squad or Mad or Bunny or any of those guys that are just down with the brown. You know what I'm saying? So that is what the keys to victory for JWM, in my opinion. Snow, your key to victory, you need to come out hot. And I mean, like, if you want to go rewatch the breakoffs for SFS, you need something hot. Okay, you need to come early, come often. You need to come out the gates flying. Okay, you can't play very defensive against JWM, because I have a feeling JWM is going to push on y'all and try to assert their dominance early. So you have to come ready. In the mid, you have to capture the arcs. You can't go 1 for 1. You have to win all the arcs, all of them. Okay, and then of course provision. Y'all are already doing that a ton. Y'all have won a ton of close matches based on provision, so I don't have to repeat that for y'all. But you do need to come out fast at the gates, and you do need to assert your dominance in the middle. Come ready. There's going to be a ton of Williams. Y'all guys better be ready. A ton of infantry, It's going to be insane. So be ready for that, guys. And yeah. So that is our second quarterfinal match. All right. Our third quarterfinal match is going to be Rose against UCS. Ooh, this one was a doozy too. I'm pretty sure that about 95% of the audience assumed 411K was going to win. They were up against Rose. Rose came out and did the bee's knees, ladies and gentlemen, utilizing their Zenobia. Gave 411 headaches. Give him headaches. 411 did handle it fairly well though, so if you want to see what they did, go check it out. They did win the building the structure game. Now, I did say it multiple times on the stream, and we kind of said it in our Discord too. Of course, it's not the only answer, and I'm not always right. So I don't feel like Zenobia will win you a match. Okay. What I say is that Zenobia affords you the opportunity to do strategies that you can't do without Zenobia. Okay. What I mean by that is, say for instance, the arc's gonna spawn in 5 minutes. Okay. You normally would have garrisoned your structure, fill it up, then you leave a bunch of marches so that when people start sending Attilas, you can swarm them. And then once you get the Attila down low enough, then you send your marches to the mid. Okay. Now with Zenobia, if they send a single Attila Takeda rally on your Zenobia, they're insta leaving. They're not even staying there anymore. They're just insta leaving. We did see that slight mistake on Snow's part, where they didn't do that. Okay, that is a big mistake not doing that, because once Attila's low enough and Zenobia is that high, you don't need to keep swarming. Just leave, go to the middle, utilize those troops in the middle, because that is what you're going to need to use them for, especially against a team like that. JWM, you're going to have to make sure your game plan's on point. So y'all are communicating like, hey, the Attila Takeda is lower than our Zenobia. Send all the marches to the middle, go reinforce, go help, go do all that kind of stuff. Okay. So Rose took advantage of that and ended up splitting the arcs, comeback, provisions, all that kind of stuff, and ended up taking it out at the last second. It was absolutely insane. The provisions came in tight. And yeah, Rose moved on. They knocked out one of the big boys, the champions for the Anubis Realm Season 1 last season, and knock them out in the round of 16. Then we had UCS versus Rays. UCS is a whole other animal, guys. Like, UCS is really, really good. A lot of people sleep on them. Kingdom 2 might not be like the most hyperactive kingdom, but their Osiris League team is really good. So it's going to be a very interesting match. I didn't catch too much of this match, so I can't really speak on it. But they did win by 10,000 points, so it wasn't just like a single arc or provisions. It was quite a bit. So let's see. 1 second. Let me change the song. There you go. We'll stay there. So we're moving on to our third quarterfinal match. Rose versus UCS. Calling it, ladies and gents. I'm calling it. Calling my shot. I got Rose winning this match. I got Rose winning it. I'll give you all the keys to victory for both sides. But that is who I have winning this match. Rose, for the keys to victory for Rose, troop utilization is going to be huge. UCS, I'm about 99% confident that they do have Zenobia, ready for garrisons, that kind of stuff. Rose does as well. It's going to come down to who has a great game plan to utilize those extra troops that you're going to have in the structures. And that, of all bets, Rose, that's who I got, baby. That's actually, you're going to see who we're going to bet on. It's not just Rose. It's not just Rose, baby. Wink, wink. Because right now, SFS, I believe, has a massive lead on 1008. So just a heads up. So Rose, the reason I think they are is I'm pretty confident. I'm very confident in their mid game, and I'm very confident in their provisions and their structure game. They have proven time and time again that they can go back and forth with the enemy, which is a good thing you need. You know, if you can go 1-for-1 in structures and keep that structure score leveled out, and then it basically comes down to provisions and comes down to mid. And I firmly do believe that Rose has a better mid game and better provisions than UCS. And that's why I'm giving them the narrow, and I mean narrow, margin of victory, under 2K. I think this one's coming down to provisions again. Structure game will be tied up. I think it's going to come down. I think they will split the arcs 1-1, but then Rose will end up coming out top with the provisions. So if you're UCS, okay, keys to victory, you need to come out similar to Snow. You need to come out hot out the gates. And when I mean hot, I mean if you're going to play very defensive, you're playing right into the Rose game plan. You know, I wouldn't do that. You got to push forward. You got to meet them. You got to meet them often on their side of the field. You have to make them feel your presence, where even if they have Zenobia, they have to pull marches back, if that makes sense. You need to consistently be taking Zenobia structures. On top of that, you need to consistently flood the middle. Consistently, okay? Sending 20 marches to the middle isn't going to do it against Rose. You need to be prepared to send 40 or 50. You need to be ready to send early, send often. And, you know, that's the kind of stuff you're going to have to do. You know, they are a really good team, UCS, but I'm not sure if they have the mid game to do that. So they need to make sure I don't want to say over invest like that, but they need to invest more than what Rose is going to invest in the middle. And Rose invests a lot. So, yeah. And then hopefully y'all's provision game is tight, because that is what, to me, separates a lot of these teams, is their provisioners are very, very good. Oh, yeah. The last one, baby. The last one. OV versus HKL. Champions for season 2. Oh, wait, no. Champions for season 1 and season 2. One of them getting knocked out in the top 8. One of these teams isn't going back to the Invitational this year. How insane is that? And you know the worst part is that OV has only themselves to blame. Can you imagine? This could have been SFS having to play HKL, which would have been a sweet rematch, because apparently SFS already beat HKL in a regular arc. But we all know that you got to take that with a grain of salt. But still, OV kind of put themselves in this hole, because I'm fairly confident that they had Zenobia, so maybe they just didn't utilize it. I'm not sure. So we're gonna look back at these matches. C9N versus OV, winning by 7,000 points, and you know, usually that's an arc and some provision, so it probably was a fairly close match. It was probably an arc cap in the last provisions, and then that's kind of what led to it. OV's been kind of hot and cold, guys. I'm not sure on this one. One week they lose to one team, the other they lose, you know, they look a little sketch. It's, you know, it'll be interesting to see what team we're gonna see. So, and HKL versus 1AVG. I heard this match was a whole lot closer than what the score tells you. So here, let me move it real quick so y'all can see it. There you go. So 42K to 34K. From what I was hearing from both sides, this match was a lot closer than what the score says. It was basically the last arc plus provisions, and then that's what dumped it at the very end. But apparently it went viral, and Mad Phantom was able to port forward towards the end, and just start wrecking havoc in the HKL bases. He said he was able to basically start zeroing out people's troop counts, even HKL players, guys. He was able to start zeroing out players in their troops. And then he had the ability to port over to the other side and did the same thing. And nearly costed HKL. HKL did pull it out, so kudos to them. I also heard that they utilized Herald to the maximum, and Chandra open field as well. So we're gonna see. I have a feeling that's gonna happen again this week. So it'll be very interesting to see. So our final quarterfinal match is going to be OV versus HKL. I don't even know where to go with this one. I know who I'm picking to win it. And guys, I'm gonna go with HKL. OV I think is a very good team. I just don't know if they have all their ducks in a row. That's the only thing that worries me, because some weeks they're on, some weeks they're off. You kind of don't know which way the wind's gonna be blowing when they play. So, and HKL's been very consistent with their gameplay, with their strats, with all that kind of stuff. So, I'm interested by that. That's where I'm gonna be going with that one. Keys to victory for OV. Come ready for the Commanders, because I can tell you right now, HKL probably has, expertise, all new gen Commanders that are ready for the open field. Weird combos that nobody else is using. Just be prepared. You're gonna see a lot of Heralds, you're gonna see a lot of Williams, and you're gonna see a lot of Chandras, and hopefully y'all have a counter strat for it, because you're gonna need it. So, and the other way, here's one of my suggestions. If I'm game planning for HKL, okay, if I'm gonna game plan for HKL and I'm working on the mid strat, the number one thing, if you're in OV, that you need to do, I don't care when it is, the second you see John Wick on the field, you zero all of his marches. I don't care if it's 5 minutes before the arc spawns, you zero all of his marches. Often, you constantly hit John Wick's troops. Okay. You take him out of the game, you make it a whole lot more interesting in the middle. So if you are in the mid and you see John Wick's troops, you instantly target them. Instantly. Take him out of the game and force somebody else to have to beat you in the middle. Okay? That is the name of the game for me, is making somebody else have to beat you in the middle if you are OV. If you are HKL, okay, you better be ready for that strat, because if I was game playing for HKL, that would be the insta strat for me, is focus down on John Wick. So you need to have somebody who's up to speed, who's ready, who understands what you need to do to run the arc, and have your whole mid team understand that it's gonna take an entire team to move the arc. They changed all their names to John Wick in finals. That's pretty smart. I like that. That's pretty smart. I didn't think of that, Joel. That would be pretty smart. That'd be funny. That's a smart strat right there. See, Joel just came up with one for y'all, HKL. Change your whole mid team to John Wick 1, John Wick 2, John Wick 3. Everybody changes it. That's a good strat right there. I love that. They did it season 1. I haven't seen them do that though. Either that or change all your names to like Chinese. Change it to something that nobody's gonna recognize. So HKL, utilize your commanders, your testing, all your stuff. Utilize it now. Get into top 4 and do the deal. I know that they have good mid strats. They're champions from last season, guys. They know what they're doing, utilizing their mid game strats, pinch motions. It'll be very interesting to see who wins the mid, because both of these teams have very good mid game. So I think it's going to come down to something minute, like one guy made this massive mistake, cost them a structure or provisions. Somebody's going to go ham on provisions. You know, it's going to be some funky strat that's going to end up winning this game. Okay. I do have HKL winning this one. And yeah, I think it's going to be close though. I think it's going to be close. All right. Let me change this real quick. We're going to do our bets, fam. Let's do our bets. Bets. Oh, Lord. Rose 2-1. The odds, okay. The odds aren't that bad. JWM versus Snow. OV, HKL. When did they add this? I don't remember that. Am I blind? Was this there before, guys? Does anybody remember? They did it season 1. Cost 500 gems to change the name, but who cares? They're pay to win player. Exactly, Jafar. Who cares? 500 gems to keep the element of surprise? Shoot. Everybody should change their name to John Wick. I'm surprised other people haven't done that already. Mario. They did have it before? Okay. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention. That's good. That's good information to know, though. That lets you know how many people are playing on the match. Well, I already told y'all I have this one as my surprise, so we're going to put some down here. I'll put 1,000. Put 1,000. 1008 I have winning. We're going to put 1,000 here. You know what? What the hell, guys? We already pretty much cleared the shop. Let me see. For the most part. I don't really care about epics, so if I lose all my Oryx, I could care less. I have like 4,000 of these guys. Stars, I could care less also. And these, I could care less also. So, actually, I should check on those. Let me check on those real quick. I don't want to say I do and then I don't have them. Let's see. Boosts. Yeah, I have 400 of them. Okay, so I'm okay on those. All right, let's go lay down the rest of our bets then. Go. Events. Oh yeah, because we put our bets. Boom. Got another 100. 1,000 Oryx. Purchase 50. Log in 5 days. Okay, cool. Now. HKL. Add bet. All right, let me see. Rose 1008 JWM. Guys, y'all know me, guys. Y'all know me. Even though I predict JWM is gonna win, these odds are insane. So I have the Oryx. I'm gonna spend them. It's already almost at 100 mil, and we're only on Monday right now. We still got 5 days. This could get astronomically good. So let's lock in 1,000 for that one. OV versus HKL. I'll probably still put it. The only reason, guys, I'm putting this is because of the odds. That's it. That's the only reason. I'm pretty confident HKL is going to take this one. I'm putting it because I have a lot of Oryx left over. And if I do end up hitting it, then cool. If I don't, then I just lost 500. You know what I mean? So I'm going to put 1,000 on OV. Then we'll save the rest. We'll save the rest for Saturday. And then we're going to go ham. We're going to go ham in one of these. All right. So the first two, I'm fairly confident in. I like those bets myself. I'll end up going pretty heavy in these two. The snow, I'm okay with. I think it's going to be uphill for that one. In OV, I don't think it's gonna hold up, but the odds are good, so I bet on him. The total people betting, yes, it was there. You bet on us. Haha, nice. Joel, what team are you on, bud? What team are you on? Joel. Some more water. Dude, this time. Snow? I love snow, man. I love snow. I love Rose. You know, it's just one of those things, like, I don't know. Gotta choose one. But hey, if y'all make me rich, you know, I'm not complaining here. You know what I'm saying? Gold for talent. See. I used to play 177, but we got killed by 1008. It shouldn't be a thing to face your own teams before top 32, dude. Well, if y'all wouldn't have tried to go so hard, you wouldn't have to, you know what I mean? It's bound to happen when y'all have a bunch of teams in top 32. Imagine how 177 felt in 399. They had to play their own team to knock them out of top 32. It's pretty rough. Next, season 4 teams incoming. I don't know what they're going to do next season. I hope they fix this matchmaking stuff, though. Because the matchmaking was atrocious this season. Like, don't get me wrong. I like having a lot of underdogs. I just don't like the mechanic that Zenobia gets released literally in the middle. Like when a massive decision, when it's a win or go home, and you have a Zenobia get released, like that's a little sus. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a little sus. So I'm hoping that next season we don't have that. It probably will happen again, but what can you do, man? What can you do? So we will see, ladies and gents. I'm excited. Should be fun. Lining up for my birthday. Couple of weeks. The finals are the weekend before my birthday. And then we'll be out of town for my birthday. So it lines up perfect. So yeah, fam. That is what it is. So we went over the preview, the breakdown. We put our bets in. We did all our stuff. I'm enjoying my time here in 399. And yeah, and we're growing slow and steady. Pushing, where am I pushing? We can do the Ceroli Assault real quick. I don't take it super serious, so we can do that real quick before we head out. Let's see if I get in with anybody. Pickle gobble. Oh, Lord. I don't know any of these guys. So I'm at 58. 58 million. I'm focusing more on my commanders now and less on my troops. That way I can actually have really good marches. The gear is another thing holding me back, but we're working on it. It's slow and steady. It's a painful grind. It's that painful grind. Snow shouldn't be a thing. From beginning of the season, all new commanders should be banned for the season. I don't even think it's new commanders, guys. I think it needs to be more than that. I think they need to do, like, we made a video on it, guys, but some people liked it, some people didn't like it. Where I put a pick and ban system in place. That way the whole field could be leveled, but then you could ban and stuff, and it makes it more interesting. Or you need to ban the commanders that aren't available to the lowest team in your realm. So like if you make realms and the lowest one is Kingdom 400, then whatever commanders 400 doesn't have should all get banned. Because if not, all you're doing is making it like you're forcing people to have to migrate when they don't need to in order to get one commander, which is kind of dumb. Gear is painful and annoying. It is, Assassin. It is. Can't sleep. Keep me entertained, Mr. Bubs. I'm trying. Nah, banning is BS. Wouldn't work. Why wouldn't it work, Joel? But that every team has same commanders is a good idea. Why wouldn't banning work? Just out of curiosity. Why do you think it wouldn't work? I'm not even paying attention. Or am I getting hit? Okay, I'm okay here then. Wait, no, I'm not. Oh, shit. Oh, well. 80,000. I'll just stay. I'm interested why people think it wouldn't work. Number 4. Not terrible. Every single team would have to do so much more planning, multiple playbooks, setups, gears. It would be such a pain. Hey, but then you have no excuse to complain about commanders. That's my point. It makes every match different, which is, think about it. If you took the pick and ban out of League of Legends, it changes the entire game. You can literally focus on one thing. What it forces you to do is it forces you to learn your commanders. Can you imagine if people banned Attila? People would go nuts. They'd have no clue what to rally with if you banned Attila. You know what I mean? It's forcing you to utilize other commanders. Because right now, the meta is people are sending the same 5 marches as everybody else because it's meta. You know, but if you start bringing in the pick and ban, it changes every match. Every match is different. You ban Zenobia. You know, what happens if they protect Attila? Okay, you ban Zenobia. Or you do this or you do that. Like, you start making it where you're having to pick and have a strategy coming in. Also, you'd need even more commanders to be able to play. Well, Joel, consider it. Next season will probably be in, what, like 6 months? I'm not saying pick and ban 10 commanders. I'm saying maybe do 5 or do 7 or do, well, 8. I would say it would have to be an even number because you have 2 teams. But banning 8 commanders and you're protecting 8 isn't that bad to me. We have plenty of commanders. It forces you to have to rethink using your Freddy or using El Cid or using Ramses or using all these commanders that a lot of people aren't utilizing. You know what I mean? It's going to force a different dynamic of each match, and I like that. As a viewer, I would love that. Like, I would love to watch HKL have, you know, Zenobia banned, and then they protect Chandra, and then they ban William, and then they protect Attila, and then, you know what I mean? Like, it changes the whole dynamic. See, I have every commander in 1834 now, so I don't want that. Well, 1834, I'm pretty sure, aren't they locked? Are y'all locked? The 300-day lock? It's just a matter of time before they block them all. Because it makes no sense for Lilith to lock out Wuzetion in KVK2, but then have players using Zenobia as a garrison. That makes no sense. So at some point, they're going to raise the bar, and a lot of people are going to get upset because they're migrating back for KVK2 with Zenobias, and then when Lilith finally gets smart and bans all those guys and raises them up to like 500 days, then a lot of people are going to be upset. Yeah, I see your point, but regarding pro and contra, it doesn't, okay. It doesn't work. Ban all useful archers, and archer player just as useless now in the team. What is he going to do? Farm? I don't think people are going to ban all archers. I don't know what team would do that. If you're going to ban anything, I would ban all infantry. I wouldn't ban all archers. Archers, I would leave for days. Leave them there. The only real ones that you're really worried about is Artemisia. The other ones you can swarm to high heaven. They do it every single match. I wouldn't worry about archers. If you're going to ban anything, you're going to ban all your infantry. You're going to ban your heralds. You're going to ban your Zenobias. You're going to ban all those. Theodora. So, if anything, it's going to be all infantry, not archer. But I do get what you're saying, though. Thank goodness these 100 mil players don't specify in one troop, right? They have almost all the legendaries unlocked, I would assume. Let me see. Assassin. They would always have set legendary commanders in each Osiris League fight. So in the top 16, they could have different rally commanders and defensive commanders. They would top 8. I migrate for that edge. What happens if you lose the edge, though? You're stuck in KVK2 and you have to waste more passports to go back up. I mean, ban 3 archers and archer players are done. Being honest, I don't know very many archer players that are only running archers in Osiris League. I know archer primaries that are running like 2 archers, 1 cav, 1 infantry, and maybe like a support. But I don't know an archer player that's running 5 archer marches on the field. You're just asking to get smashed. Yeah, but not next season. Maybe. Something has to change. Because unfortunately, the commander difference from season 2 to season 3 was so massive that you have teams that probably shouldn't even be in top 8 that are in top 8 because of commander advantage. Like, I'll put it this way. If you take away Zenobia, a lot of these matches would look completely different. Some won't, but some would. Banning would not work. Too settled in how it works. Too many tactics. Too much money invested in gear and skins. I invested 750k AP for the fight of the Heron. I don't think Lilith's worry about that. I think Osiris League is a money pit. It's a gold mine right there. If you tell people that you are able to ban and protect certain, you're able to ban and protect commanders, guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna swipe so that they can have all the commanders unlocked. So if one does get banned, they have all the others. That's what's gonna happen, not the other way around. Now, it would suck for the younger teams, but the younger teams more often than not aren't making it into top 32. So I'm not worried about the younger teams. I'm worried about those teams that are big boys that lose because of a commander advantage. Because some of these commander advantages are massive. It's not just Zenobia. We're talking like people in the high 300s, even Navi. You're playing against people that literally have like 6 to 7, new commanders that you don't have availability to. And they're the most OP ones out of all of them. And you don't have them available to you. That's what I mean. That's insane. Banning. We suffered through Attila without any answer to deal with it. Yeah, but Attila was one commander. We're talking about 7, 8, 9. You know, we're talking about those kinds of commanders. Think about everything up to, what was it? Well, we haven't hit William. We haven't hit William yet. We just got our first YSS in 399 this past week. Our first YSS. So imagine 3 months ago, we weren't even close. They were getting like Tamaris wheels. You know what I mean? Like that. And people are already having heralds and shit. Like that's insane. The commander difference. That would totally happen. Not archers, maybe something else, but you get what I mean. Yeah, ban a group of commanders, scout. See, but you're doing it kind of like League of Legends. You would be snaking. So say they ban whatever, Theodora, then it flips over to the opposition. They protect Constantine. They flip over, they ban Attila, then you protect Chandra. Then it goes back and forth. So the likelihood of both teams banning, you know, an entire troop type would be very hard. But I get what you're saying though. I do get what you're saying though. They should either do your second suggestion where every kingdom has the same commanders available in the same realm, or every team in the realm should just get all commanders unlocked. See, that's boring though, Joel. The only reason I don't like that idea is because the invitational proved that leveling the field is horrifically boring to watch. And I mean horrifically boring. As a spectator, I was asleep. Because guess what? You unlock all the commanders and guess what happens? It's the same 5 marches for every single player. They're going to send Attila to Takeda. They're going to send, you know, this march. They're going to send this march, and that march. And all 60 players are sending the same thing. It makes it very boring. Imagine watching, like the Invitational, watching 60 Attila Takedas run on the field. It was amazingly boring. So the spectator experience goes down the drain when you do that. I would rather people get nuked by commanders than level the entire field and do that, because the Invitational was hard to cast. It was really hard as a caster to cast that and be happy about it, because it was 60 Attilas and you're just like, that would make it interesting, and then you could do the ban system. Yeah. Unlock all commanders for the realm, add the ban system. That would be so nice. Yeah, but then there's no point in banning them. There's no point in banning them because if you're doing it based on the realm, or on the lowest team in the realm, what if there's 15 commanders that are unlocked? Then your pool of commanders is so small that by the time you pick and ban, you're going to be playing with epics. So you need to use the entire commander pool if you're going to do pick and ban, not just the realm specific ones, because the pool isn't that big for you to be able to do it based on the lowest kingdom, in my opinion. It's just my opinion though. You can't ban a player's commander. They work 6 months to get. They do it already. What's the difference? They do it already. You know, migrate back with your Zenobias and your Takedas and your Attilas. Go to KVK 1 and they're all banned. They're all banned. You can easily do it. Hey, and if you don't want it banned, guess what? Protect it. There you go. Answer solved. Because right now, the number one complaint in the Osiris League is commanders. It is commanders. It's the number one complaint. So you have to do something. You're not going to do something that's kind of weird. Joel. And archers are great. Not 5 marches of archers, though. Oof. No, I agree. Archers have their place. Don't get me wrong. Archers have their place. But when they were talking about banning all 5, you don't need to ban all 5. I would just ban Artemisia, and that's GG's. GG's in that one. Now with this ban system, do you think they would have to do it ahead of time so players can change equipment? So Assassin, on my video, what I suggested is that we make it into this whole other thing. So like say we keep the Osiris League on Sundays, like we have it right now, but on Saturdays at 13 UTC or whatever it is, early in the morning, we have the pick and ban for each match, but you make it into a spectator experience. Okay, I want to be able to spectate that. I personally want to see that. As a caster, I want to be able to see that, where I can go in and watch HKL versus OV. I'll give you an example for a match this week. OV versus HKL, they do their ban and protect on Saturday, and you going in, HKL bans Attila, OV bans Zenobia. They protect this one, they protect it, and it starts, you see the strategy starting to change, and then what happens is then those commanders are then locked or protected, and then you are allowed to move your equipment around, you do all your stuff so that you're prepared for when the match starts. Then you do that. So it gives you a full day in order to change all your equipment, change your marches, change all your stuff. So you get a whole day. The important players already have all commanders anyways. Yeah. And yes, Zenobia is super strong, but if you don't have her, your gameplay is just adjusted. She is not going to guarantee you win. Agreed, Joe. Yeah, but Attila Takeda rally without Wu counter is, you know, a pain. Well, I wouldn't use Wu against Attila in the first place. Wu isn't the counter for Attila Takeda. Harold sucks. LOL. Hey Joel, ask 1AVG if Harold sucks. Literally, that's all they said. They were like, dude, the Harold was OP. And I'm shit you not. That's literally what they were telling me. They were like, the HKL utilized Harold and absolutely destroyed with Harold. So you can't do the setup on the go. I wasn't saying on the go. I was saying you have a 24-hour window. If you can't do it in 24 hours, then somebody, you know, you got to read the next message to unlocking the commanders. Oof, there is. It's like in LOL. I mean, in LOL, every player has all champions, right? Yeah, exactly, Joel. That's the whole concept. That's the whole concept. You're infusing. So when people said in our chat, they were like, "Hey, can this be an esport?" Okay, this is the step one to making this an esport. Step one, you have to have commanders available to all players. I'm not saying give them troops. I'm not saying give them equipment. I'm not saying give them anything except to have the entire commander pool available to everybody. Okay. Now, they would all have to be max expertise, of course, but the ban and protect is what makes it even. But you're not giving them troops, you're not giving them anything like that, but you're giving them commanders. But yeah, Joel, that's the overall arching concept is League of Legends, ban protect, you know, eventually at some point, once we get down the line, probably not next season, but you can start tossing in equipment in there. You can start tossing different things, so it's not just commanders. If you want to open the pool up. Joel, then you can make up a game book where you can ban commanders to help your strat or kill enemy strat. Exactly, Joel. Exactly. Imagine here's this, and I made this suggestion in my video as well. You're playing against BBTH, right? You know what they do. They send fast cav right up the start, right? You're the opposition. You know that coming in. So guess what you do? You ban CCs. You ban fast cav. You ban all their fast cav. It changes their entire breakout. It changes the entire gameplay. It changes it. You know, ban Attila. Just the one commander, just banning Attila changes the entire game, guys. Changes the entire game. So, I can still use an arc. It's more of an issue in KVK where troops die. Yeah. No, I'm not saying in KVK. I'm just talking about Osiris League. KVK is a whole other animal. I didn't dive into that because that's way too complex. But for Osiris League, it's a league, you know, that you can do it in this. The thing with that, though, is that it requires players to learn multiple strategies, not just one. Right now, teams are just mastering one strat. Yeah, but Assassin, you know, whose fault is that? That people only want to learn one strat. The smart teams aren't doing one strat. I can tell you that. But to be honest, those teams with the commanders are also the teams that play together for a long time and know their timing and tricks and odds on the map and stuff. Yeah, exactly. These teams still would beat most teams with an even commander. Yeah, but Joel, the concept that I'm bringing up is that it's at least trying to balance the field out. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that they're not going to win, and I'm not trying to level the field. I'm just saying for them, for competitive sake and spectators, just the oohs and ahs of seeing commanders getting banned, protected, different strategies having to get developed, utilized. You have to game plan for it. Like, oh, okay, I think they're going to do this. If they ban this one, what are they going to do? On my graphic too, it shows like a clock. So you get to talk. So like say they ban Attila, then you get a 2-minute clock that you basically get 2 minutes to talk about, hey, what do we want to do? Do we want to ban this? Do we want to do this? And then you're able to talk. It's not just like an instantaneous thing. See. These teams still would... Assassin, on this level of Osiris League, you have different strats for each single... Exactly, Joel. And Joel, but you would lose all your medium spenders if you cut my commanders out. What? I'm not... But you're going to have all the commanders, even the ones you don't have, Joel. All the commanders are available to you. They would be max in expertise. So you would actually have commanders that you don't actually have available to you. That's what I'm trying to say. So like say you don't have Attila, right? This would open that up. If nobody bans or they protect Attila, then Attila is available for you to use. Even if you don't have them unlocked. It unlocks all the commanders for you. That's what I'm saying. It totally can be an esport. It can be a very nice even. I think so for it to be an esport, guys, it's missing 3 very big things. Okay. I'll start with number 3. Number 3, it's missing the spectator experience. Okay. Maxing matches out at 200 spectators, you'll never be an esport that way. Ever. Okay. I made a suggestion for that already in the video, so I keep referencing the video, guys. If y'all want to go check it out, go check it out. But the spectator experience is trash right now. When you're capping off matches at 200 spectators, you won't ever grow that way. It used to be 500, then they lowered it to 2, and it just got... It's probably going to get lowered again. Sorry, I got something in my eye. Okay. Number 2, they need to resolve the commander issue. That's why I'm giving suggestions, because I'm not saying it's easy, but to develop that in 6 months, oh my goodness, I got like a eyelash in my eye. In 6 months, I don't think it's impossible. And then number 3, guys, they need to work on marketing. And y'all have heard me say it since the beginning, since I started streaming. Their marketing is absolutely atrocious. I love Rise of Kingdoms, guys, but the marketing is bad, really bad. Case in point, all right? One of my spectators said this weekend, and I didn't go and verify it, but they said that I had more viewers on my Rose match than the Rise of Kingdoms channel itself on YouTube. Okay. If you are a caster on the Rise of Kingdoms game channel, there's no way that somebody should be beating you like that if you market properly. You know what I mean? They should be marketing a week in advance. Rose or Rose versus them. Come check it out. Gecko, Chiskel are going to be casting it. Here are their links for their channels. Boom, boom, boom. Hyping up the matches. Next match, Drago casting by himself. Here's his link for his YouTube. Check him out. Boom. Next one. Final match of the day. you know, Red Line with Capri from 307. They'll be casting the last one. Here are their links. Come check us out. We got a full lineup of amazing matches with casters associated with them. Here are the channels. Go check them out. And then they should be hyping them up throughout the week, similar to how you do with football games or or any sort of sport. You know, think about it. Your football match in EU. You're not hearing about Manchester United playing, you know, 5 hours before the match is going to come. You know the players. You hear about them talking about the match throughout the week. Then they do the pregame show. Then they talk about the game. Then they cast the game. Then they do the post game. It's a whole thing. You have to have that in order to build something up like that. And right now, like, I'll give you an example. Raid Shadow Legends, I bring them up. When the new content creator comes into Raid Shadow Legends, they send out a game-wide mail. Not a kingdom, a game-wide mail that goes into every user's mailbox that says, hey, congratulations to the Bulbaritos for becoming a sponsored content creator for Raid Shadow Legends. Here are the links. Go check them out. They develop amazing content. Here's their YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, blah, 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 blah. Look forward to upcoming events. They will be running contests. So all the people that are promoting their game have exclusive content that they are building out. They also have rewards that they can give out to their communities. They're literally providing them with the tools to allow them to grow their communities that are in turn growing the game itself. So, and that's what Lilith is missing. Like, completely missing the boat. They're not even in the same ocean. Not even in the same ocean right now. So, we'll see. Justice for Bulba, Rocky Rock. Exactly. That's what I meant. Give them the commanders, add, ban, protect. That is nice. Yeah, that's what I've been saying, Joel. Assassin. Yes, I'm aware of that, except the strats change with the movement. They can have an overall strategy that never changed. A ban system would require completely different strategies. Who cares? Who cares? You think that other games don't have to utilize other strategies based on commanders getting banned or characters getting banned? No. Call of Duty when they had their ban and protect, it forced you to play a whole other way. You banned dead silence. Oh, okay, now everybody can hear your footsteps. You got to play a different way. You know, they banned the UAV. Okay, well now, you know what I mean? Like you got to learn how to adapt on the fly. I was a competitive R6S player. Add the same system to ROK and it would be so nice. Like I said, man, maybe even add different maps. I don't know about the maps though, because a different map completely changes. Like, I don't know. I would like to see a new map. What I would like to see is a map that has separations that forces your troops to go around or do, like, that's what I want to see. I want to see stuff that has like a wall, like where the structures are being blocked. So you have to funnel in all your troops on the side. So imagine on the side lanes that you add like a divider so that people can't automatically march straight through the line. They have dividers that they have to then go around and funnel through the middle and do, like, I could see that. That would be cool. Adding obstacles imagine in the middle having obstacles and the arc runner having to, like, that would be sweet. I thought you were going to have them expertise in your game also fix their freaking servers. Yeah, but Joel, that's like a big boy fix. That's not something. A lot of people think that Lilith makes a ton of money. They don't make that much money, guys. They do make hundreds of millions of dollars. But in the world of esports, that's not, or in the world of sports, that's not, or gaming in general, that's not a lot of money. Especially for a global game. You have to have that many servers globally. You have to have people that work on those servers. You have to have, to hire an entire company of workers to develop your game, support teams. There's a lot that goes into it. Hundreds of millions of dollars goes real quick. Imagine all the ads you're seeing, all the stuff they're spending on that. So, Let me see. I've never opened the original ROKL YouTube channel, LOL. Neither have I, man. Neither have I. I don't really go to it. That's a fun way to do it. You could do it as a draft style where you can either pick a commander to have or ban a commander from the game. Yep. Exactly, Joel. Here, let me see. If y'all want to see it, let me see if I can find it real quick. I might have it. Let me see if I can find it. I may have it here. Let's see. Lacey. Tender Lacey. Let's see. Let's see if I can find the graphic. So y'all can kind of see what I'm talking about. Those kind of skull. There it is. There you go. This is the graphic I showed in my video. That's the graphic I showed off in the video. So I made this myself. Maybe even add different maps. This is a fun way to do. They should add a link in the schedule once the match is full. It would be an easy way to get spectators to watch the game. They already I think they already do that. When it's full, I think it gives you the option. It was like view on YouTube. I think it already does that, but only for certain matches, only the ones that they're casting. I don't know if they're ever going to do it for all the matches. There's too many matches at one point. But other esport games support the teams. Yep. Dude. They make so much money on us Osiris League players. It's insane. And from what? A system that barely changed for a year. It's true. But the change that y'all want isn't the change that the game needs. That's the problem. The changes that are needed for this game are the ones that nobody's going to want to wait for. All these quality of life changes are the ones that aren't sexy, that aren't making people money. And that's it comes down to it, guys. You need to make money. Everyone says fix the servers, but what happens if I told you that it would take 7 months to fix the servers, and during those 7 months we'd have no commanders, no events, no skins, no, we would literally get nothing in order to guarantee that the servers be fixed. They would lose their entire player base in order to do that. See, at least listen to the teams. R6S. You as a player get to talk to the devs. So wrong with their intake. They do get intake though. They get feedback from a lot of people. They can have one team working on regular stuff. How many teams do you think they have? Be interesting to know. The servers are way better than they used to be. Yeah. And fix the servers. At least fix the servers for Osiris League games. It's the same servers, guys. It's the same servers. There's no special servers for Osiris League, guys. It's the same servers. Why do you think they're capping the spectator limit? They're capping the spectator limit because those spectators are in the same server as the players. So the reason they lowered it from 500 to 200 is because they wanted to make the player experience better by lessening the load on the server. So they're not new servers. They're the same servers. Do you think they could fix the commander issue by adding an extra 2 weeks between the commanders? The king of the kingdom could then choose a repeat commander for an MG. I don't think 2 weeks is gonna make that big of a difference, personally. I would like to eventually have where you can choose your own like commander wheel. I think that would be a warranted thing. Like you get a wheel of like a choice between 7 commanders to do a wheel for. I would like that. Not enough teams. It shouldn't be. This is saying that they don't add the Bennett. What are you talking about? It has both ban and protect assassin. They should do special servers for Osiris League matches like every other esport game. But you only play those esports use the servers every single week. Osiris League is once every 6 months, so I don't think that's worth the money. It's going to cost a lot of money to have dedicated servers just for Osiris League for it to only be every 6 months. Now, if you're going to have it every other month, then I would say, yeah, that would be a good idea. But they have it once every 6 months right now. What I was saying above. Oh, let me see. Do you think they fixed the commander issue by adding a It talked with about replacing universal wheels with choose your own that's available in the kingdom. Oh, not at all. They use it for some weeks and they don't use it for months. Exactly, Joel. That's a waste of money. A massive waste of money. Changing universals to choose your own would make them a lot more money. Changing the algorithm on the wheels would make them a lot more money. Right now, I can tell you that the overall feeling of the wheels is that they're a waste of money right now. People honestly think that the wheels are no longer value, that there's no value in the wheels anymore. I can literally tell you, I spent 72,000 gems on the wheel and got 20 of the commander sculptures. 20. I could have got better value just buying from the shop. And it's not just me either. There's a ton of people. And I spun for multiple days. And I got 20. Insane. With the additional sculptures, I think I got 35. That's with the ones in the chest. There's no value in that. And it's happened to me multiple times. And as a very, very low spender, and I barely spend, guys. A very low spender, that's not worth it to me. Yes, the wheel is only for unlock. I maxed the wheels, 2 wheels. My Herald is 55.2. I spent 72k on Herald and got like 40. So you got double what I got, Joel. Anymore, I just spin the wheel to get the commander, not 100 spins max. Yeah, but you got to look at what else you got. We calculated, I think I had like 50 stars. And then I had 20 commanders. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, bro. So, this isn't the perfect alternative. It's just an alternative. So. Oh, I didn't even do this, guys. Let me do this real quick. I got building and research I can't use. Yeah, but you can trade those in though. That's good. They have the trading events. So that's no longer should be an issue. That, and eventually you're going to end up having to use them again anyways. Just a heads up. In the new KVK, I'm pretty sure you're going to have to use the speed ups, but we'll see. I'm not sure. And I got 125 Guan heads and 30 universals for him. Shit. You're one of the very few. I think I've spent probably about 500k gems on wheels, and I've hit the 8 spot 2 times. Out of 500,000 gems, I've hit it twice. Hit it twice. One of them was a William, and the other one was who was it? It was early in the game. I've only hit it twice. Out of 500,000 gems. I just carried and while chatting here. Bad luck. Y'all have seen my wheel spins, and I'm saving my gems up for the William so y'all can laugh at me again. The William wheels are gonna be real ugly. I already know. Oh man, are we gonna lose? No, I'm just gonna die. I think I probably hit the wrong one, most likely. Let me see. Oh, I'm hitting the right one. I'm just getting shreked. Oh, you know what I thought? I didn't think about? I probably hit first, which is why I'm tanking. Bad luck. I hit a double 8 on William and thought I broke the game. Yeah. I got 18 heads in one spin. What? Like a year ago, so? Yeah, Matt always sent... Matt always sends me his screenshots of him hitting like double 8s and clearing the board. I'm just like, bruh. I'm always so salty. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong one. I don't even care, man. We're at 40,000. Let's do it. Probably after we do the next rotation, we're going to end up calling it a stream, fam. So hopefully y'all enjoyed everything. Had a good old time with us. Let's do this last one, and then we're going to call this a stream. Open up some chests, and boom, boom, we out of here. Hope y'all enjoyed the conversation, though. That was fun. I like talking. I like doing that kind of stuff. I thoroughly do enjoy that. Like having back and forths and talking about like advances in the games, kind of like a round table. I thought about doing like a while back, thought about doing a podcast, but we talked about it like months ago. Good talk. I can definitely get behind a draft pick and ban. It's just an idea, guys. It's just something to try to make it a little bit more fair. Because a 9 commander advantage is just absurd, guys. I don't care. There's no way around it. The fact that you have that many commanders in advantage is absurd. During the Guan spin, I got the 8 head 4 times in the 10 spins, but I think it's how you value the other things other than the heads, such as the 15-hour speed ups and such. It's hilarious. Yeah. Let me see. Did you see the emotions video from 1008's game? Yeah, I did. I let them post it on the Discord, so it's on our Discord. I have no problem supporting other creators, guys. I just want to make sure that it's not getting flooded with other people's content. Because they do have their own servers, their own stuff like that. So I don't mind doing it every now and then. I'm on your Discord. Oh no, I was just posting it that way. Those of y'all who want to join can join. If you would like to join. Let's see. Thank y'all for all you beautiful people that were hanging out with us today. I knew I was going to lose a lot when I saw Gecko was going to stream tonight, but I was like, whatever. We normally do our show on these days. We're probably going to get nuked. It's all right. Who's the one that said justice for Bulbaritos? Rocky. Are you still here, Rocky? Rocky Rock, are you still here, bud? Joel, peace out. Do your civic duty tomorrow. Peace and love. All right, Joel. Have a good one, man. Oh, did I already die? I think I did. Yeah, I did. It's all right. We made it. We made it. We in it, fam. Boom. All right, let's get our stuff. Let's open some stuffs up. Redeem. Lol. What is the reset? If you reset it, what does it do? Governors can redeem vouchers, draw blah blah blah. The rewards of the given chest do not change. I'm strong. Da, da, da. Chests are always swapped out. This event features 3 Soroli Bejeweled chests and many Soroli combat chests. Yep. Oh yeah. How did the I was gonna ask you, how did the Dark Altars go? I don't know if I should reset. Are you supposed to reset or just redeem it? Reset it so you can get the materials again. Okay, see, that's what I was trying to figure out. So all the green ones are already cleared out. Okay, so then just reset it. Okay, cool. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, thank you. Look, I can essentially reset again if I need to. Almost cleared that one out too. One more of that. That's it. All right, we're done with that. Let's see. I think we're gonna end up saving these chests. Like, I think we're gonna save them and then we'll pop them all at once, probably. We'll do a big haul or a decent haul. Nothing crazy. Oh, I need to do these though. Before I get off. Once you get all the core rewards, you can reset. Okay. So guys, I'm still a noob at this every now and then. I do love me some Osiris League, but I'm not a know-all, be-all in all things Rise of Kingdoms. But I like surrounding myself with people that know a lot. Let's see, system, pumpkins. All right, we're gonna have to go do some pumpkins later. All right. That. Oh, look, my boosts are all off and stuff. Gotta go do that. I leveled my YSG up again, so he's getting there. I think he's at 3 now. We're almost done, man. I hate having to go backwards, but he is making a difference when I run different stuff with him. So he's at 5553. So 2 more. What, like 160 more? That's not bad. We're just gonna grind them out. That's why it sucks about the Osiris League stuff or the Ark of Osiris, because I do need those. I do need them. See, I'm working my way up. It's gonna take time, but we're gonna get it. Hopefully before the next KVK. So then I can run an Alex YSG and then do my Con William and then my Saladin Takeda. I'm gonna be loaded. I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love it. I think I'm gonna wait for these next keys to pop, and then if I don't, then I'm gonna refocus back on Martel, because I hate not being able to use my Martel in the open field properly. It's driving me nuts. So yeah, let's just clear these up real quick, and then we're about to head out. We're about to head out. Watch, legendary, here it comes. Boo. All right, that's it. All right. Why do you save your VIP, if I may ask? I like popping them on stream. I like popping it on stream. It's not me trying to save it, because I don't have very much. So if you look, I actually really don't save it. I usually pop them when we're on stream. So like the streams that I do chests, do keys, do all that kind of stuff, I usually pop them, because this isn't a lot of VIP, guys. This is not very much. This is like 3,000 VIP. So I usually just hold it for a little bit. I don't hold it that long. But like on a Saturday when we do our things, I'll pop that. I pop the gems. I pop the chests. I do all that kind of stuff. So I don't hold it very long. I usually pop it every week. So, all right, let me go. Whew. Makes sense. Plans to play some Fall Guys this weekend. Tag the missus on Discord. She's the one that likes blasting it out. Most likely we'll be playing something. But yeah, man, the growth is insane. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all so much for hanging out with me today. I hope y'all enjoyed the stream. I know it's a short one. We usually keep these ones fairly short. That way the video's concise and straight to the point. Let me know in the comments below, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you drop that like before you head out. Let me know in the comments below what bets you're going with, who your team is, who are you rooting for, what you thought of my bets. And yeah, you know, ladies and gentlemen, we're continuing to do the Rise of Kingdoms grind. So you like it? Yeah. See, it has the new text. That's what we were waiting for. So yeah, if y'all like that kind of content, definitely consider subscribing to the channel. We're already over 1,100 subs and growing. We put in for the emojis today, so I'm excited to see what we're gonna be coming up with. And I think y'all are gonna like them. So now keep in mind, YouTube bases the emoji amount, the cap, on how many members you have. So we're gonna start out fairly low, and then the more members we get, the more we unlock, and so on and so forth. And yeah, we'll go from there. But yeah, guys, make sure you drop a like on the video. Appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. Hop on our Discord if you haven't already. It's posted in the link above, and it's also in the description below. And ladies and gentlemen, I am Anthony with the Bulbaritos, and I will see you all on the next live stream. Bulbaritos out.